We're going to start a new PCP session, Personal Contact Program now. So, welcome to Matatil Brosunduri Open University MA Political Science Program, where we bring education for everyone, inclusive, skill, accessible. This is MA Political Science. I'm your faculty, Pandro Devarma, Assistant Professor. Here is my contact details. You can contact me in my number, in office hours, and email me. I'll be happy to answer to your queries. So now let us start today's session. And our course name is Politics in India. What are the things happening around in politics in India we are going to discuss? This is our second course of MA Political Science, and the course code is PLM-6112. Course credit is 04. Yes, all the courses, they have 4 credits. So total, if you have 5 papers in MA Political Science today, in one semester you need to acquire actually 20 credit. You know, academic bank of credit. When you accumulate total 80 credits, you are awarded a master degree certificate from the university. That is the rules of National Education Policy 2020, which is adopted in our Matatil Brosunduri Open University. In today's class, we are going to discuss the units 13, 14, 15, and 16, and this is our PCP number 4. Earlier, we already have done 3 sessions, and this is the 4th number we have today. In the picture, you can see how for politics, people have to hold their flags and protests and demands. That is how the democratic process keeps on running. Okay. So now let us move. In earlier class, so to say, what we have discussed is the election system and federalism. We have discussed the what the first earlier. It was a Congress dominant era. After 1947, Congress was the most dominant party, you know. And in 1967, for general election, they had to fight against the regional parties. Also, in West Bengal, they had to fight against the CPI. In Kerala, those kind of areas, they had to fight against the regional parties, and actually they collapsed in 1967. Then we talk about this federalism, how there is a central government and a state government, and the division of power. The central is a different power, the state is a different power. Like the center, it relies its power on currency, banking, and defense. And the state government focuses on agriculture and these things. So this is a different power divided between the central government and the state government, which we discussed in earlier class. Today, let us move ahead to discussions like election and identity. What is first past the post system with coalition government? What is caste, religion, language? How does it shape the politics, alliance, and difference? In India, you can see, and it has been observed, that politics is mostly shaped due to caste, religion, and language. I give vote to the person who is from my caste. I support the people who is from my religion, and I stand with the people who speaks my language. So these things are very much common that has been seen in the politics of India. We're going to talk about decentralization. One thing is centralized. When things are all in one place, it's called centralized. But when you distribute power among the people, it's called decentralization. Like the 73rd and 74th Amendment Act called Panchayati Raj for the rural institution and urban local bodies, like the municipal corporations, that is helpful for the development of urban areas, and these things we'll be discussing about reservation, especially for women. What are the planning committees? We are also going to discuss about a dissent protest. All people always protest. You will see in news in everyday life that people are gathering in good number and then protesting against something. So also like insurgency, Naxalit, like in Jharkhand, there have been numerous number of insurgencies. Also in the northeast, okay, we have seen lots of insurgencies. So these things are we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss the struggles of the laborers. We are going to discuss the Narmada Bachao Andolan is very popular. I think we all must have heard it. Okay, so these things and autonomy movements are going to be discussed today. So now our first unit is unit 18. Okay, election in India and gender politics. What is the process of election in India and how much is the gender participation in India? Are women participating in the election or are they lagging behind? Okay, we are going to check that. Like, if you see who is our finance minister, it's Nirmala Sitaramji. She's also a woman, and we can assume from that that there is a women participation in India somehow, and we are going to check are women actually participating in the election. Okay, so today's topic is our first unit of PLM-6112 is election in India, gender politics in India. As we know, India is the largest democracy in the world. We have Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha, first past the post system. That means the person who wins the majority of the seat will win the election. जो पार्टी सबसे ज्यादा सीट जीतेगा वही इलेक्शन जीतेगा. That is called first past the post system. Not by the percentage of seat, by the number of seat. Not by the percentage of voting received, but by the number of seats won. So how does election happen in India? India में कैसे election होता है? Largest democracy है. There is a Lok Sabha election. There is a Vidhan Sabha election. Vidhan Sabha is for the state. Lok Sabha is for the central government. We all know that. Who is allowed to give voting in the election? Those who are 18 plus, they are allowed to give vote in the election. 18 plus. Multi-level system, union, state, and local. There are three types of government. It's called three-tier government. One is the union government, one is the state government, one is the local government like municipal corporation and panchayat. Okay, so three types of government are there in India. Who conducts the election? Did I conduct election? Did you conduct the election? No. Who does it? It is called Election Commission of India. So election is very important. When the question comes who conduct election, we should remember that Election Commission of India. For the state level, in the state level, it is the Election Commission at state level. So election process and outcome. What is the process of election? Election होने के टाइम में क्या process रहता है? Steps, notification. First, the notification will come out from the Election Commission of India. Okay, and after that, the nomination. The people will submit. The parties will submit who will get the ticket nomination. Who is fighting for this party? Who is the candidate? How the scrutiny checking will be done regarding the candidates, those who are actually standing there, and withdrawal. Those who want to withdraw, they can withdraw. Okay, and campaigning. Then in the next 2 weeks, there will be gathering and campaigning, mass gathering. Okay, we all seen for politics, people are gathering and they are doing this campaign. They'll be discussing their ideas, their ideologies. if they win the election, what kind of facilities they will give. Then polling election will be held, then count karega result, then government form ho jayega. So this is the process of election. Okay. So what we have seen in today's India politics is that we have lots of coalition. Two parties are coming together. Okay, one party is not able to win a full election. One party full election is one party is not able to win full election. We are having now the coalition politics. Okay, when parties combine to form the government. So that is what it has been observed in this present Indian politics. I hope it is clear. Okay. Election in India. Okay, so now let's go to gender politics. Are women actually participating? Is it required? Is it required to emphasize more on it? Okay. Women historically underrepresented despite legal equality and local level reservation. History, अगर history में देखेंगे तो politics में women participation was quite less comparing to men. So that is what we have been observed. What is the issue? Gender-based violence and abuse of patriarchal norms. Violence against women is one of the reasons that women are not equally represented. Unequal resources, whether it is capital resource or education resource or skill resource or natural resource even of that sort, what has been observed is that the women, they were given less. Okay. So that was the issue that has been seen. So what are the movements? What were the demands, and what we have seen in this case? How did they try to solve this problem? Like Me Too, there is a hashtag Me Too movement that happened. Local women leadership, for the local women leadership was for greater participation gender sensitive policy. Whenever the government make new law, they say that the law should be gender sensitive. We should take care of both men and women. One policy should not be helpful only to one gender, because it can be assumed that the requirement for two gender may be different for them. So that is what, when we're making a policy, we should take consideration of women. So here in the picture, you can see our great leaders, women, Mamata Banerjee, Sonia Gandhi ji, and other leaders of politics. They are there. So they highlight what? They highlight the participation of women. Women कैसे politics में participate कर रहा है? They are the symbol. So that is about the unit 13. Now let us go to the unit 14, caste, religion and language politics in India. I hope it is clear till now, but if you have any doubt, I will be taking in the last session. That is the question and answer session. I'll be ready to answer your question. So what I would urge you is that if you have a doubt, just list it down now and ask me later in the last part of the session. Identity. So what are the problems with identity? First of all, you go through this picture. What do you understand by the picture? There are different classes of people. Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Harijan, outcast, untouchable. Okay? So these are the types of class that have been seen. Caste, religion, language, shape, political identity, and mobilization. Okay. So how do people give support in politics? As we have seen, is that people give support to the people from their caste. People give support to the people from their religion. People give support to the people from their language. So there is one of the main criteria that we can see in Indian politics. State recognition, reservation, linguistic state, monitorized board, and group and defense identity claim. So how does this happen? So that I say that caste, religion, language are having a major factor of play in politics. How does it happen? So when you give reservation, okay, when you give linguistic states, when you produce new states based on religion, when you give minority rights, these things actually eventually empower or help these groups to deepen, to claim more of their rights. So these are the reasons and these are the factors that has led to this system of politics that we have now. Okay. You see, the Brahmins here are assumed as the highest class, and other Kshatriya. Those who are from Kshatriya community, they will support the Kshatriya. Those who are from the Vaishya, they will support the Vaishya community. Those who are from the Sudra, they will support the Sudra. Those who are from Pariya or Harijan, they will support the Harijan leader. So that is how mobilization and political support has been seen in India. Caste politics. Before we can see it was more rigid. Earlier it was very hard. The hierarchy, the different castes was very much rigid. But now it has become little bit. The rigidity has made it more led to this mobilization process. People are without proper scrutiny about the leadership skill or anything. If you look from that perspective, people just support whoever is from their caste. Like there is Dalit politics in India, there is OBC politics, there is Mandal politics. So that is how these things are continuing. So what are the examples of caste-based politics is BSP. This is a political party, I think, from Uttar Pradesh, and SP also. These are caste. They are focused on caste, personal outfits. Okay, so these are the things based on caste. The politics has been functioning. People were supporting the group. So dual effect: democratization of power for the marginal, but also fragmentation and intense competition. So what are the effects of being a caste politics? So let us see now that how this caste politics is affecting actually India. Is it helping a lot in the process, or is it creating problem? The answer is that yes, it is helping the marginalized community. Those who are the minority, they they will get the help because their voice will be heard. They can support their leaders, and their demands can be fulfilled. But due to this caste-based politics or language-based politics, what there is chance to happen is that fragmentation. Okay, there is a division of people. The unity might be lacking. Unity might be lacking among the people. So that is one of the major concerns. And competition, too much competition is there, because when there are too many competition, there is lots of competition. It is very hard to win. When there is only two competition, you may be easy to win in that fight. But when there is 10 people against you, it is very hard for you to win. Okay, so there is what is creating intense competition about this caste-based politics. Competition is ज़्यादा ही हो गया. So अभी religious and language politics, let's see. Okay, how does religious politics shape is that communalism, majority minority tension. Those are majority and those are minority. There is a tension between these two groups. Okay, and Hindu nationalism versus secularism. There are a group of people who want to create the India as a Hindu nationalism. We are a Hindu country. But those who are other side, they are saying this is secular country. We cannot impose a religion on others. So there is a debate between these two groups that we have seen in this thing. Linguistic, language based क्या चल रहा है? 1957 1956, Andhra Pradesh was created. After that, demand started coming. I want also state based on my language. Okay. So, in that manner, Telangana was created. Vidarbha, Gorkhaland, okay, Gorkhaland, I think still in demand. These are some of the demands that are coming based on language. Okay, so these are things we should remember and take into consideration when we are discussing caste, religion, and language politics. Language by strengthening regional identity constraint national integration. When the things are demanding in language, when we demand my language to be emphasized, my language to be given importance, yes, your identity, your regional identity, your culture will be protected, but it may not help in national unity. It may not help in national unity because you are going away from the nation. You are saying, I am different, I want to be left alone, I don't want anything else. So there is a chance of effect that the national unity may be threatened by this action. So that is about the caste, religion, language, politics in India. Now let's move to next unit, that is politics and democratization, decentralization, democratic decentralization in India. What is decentralization? What is decentralization is? I think it is not something a new word for everybody. Decentralization is something I think we have all come across since we are already studying the MA Political Science. I think I'm sure if you are done a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, decentralization should not be a new word to you. The transfer of power function to local bodies. Do you think that the Delhi people will come and know what problem you have in your village? Now you are living in a village or in a rural area or any part of in India. Can the Delhi people, those who are sitting in Delhi in parliament and the minister, those who are in charge of maybe the road minister, maybe the power minister, electricity, maybe the education minister, will they know what kind of problems you are facing in your road, what kind of problem you are facing in the education? So that is why we need this decentralization that the local people are empowered and local people can be like a bridge between the central and the local bodies. Okay, transfer of power. Some power is given to the local people so that you can develop yourself locally without 100% being dependent on the center. So that is decentralization, distribution of power. Some power is given to the local area. Okay. What are the things administrative, political, and fiscal decision at policy? Okay, so what kind of decision, what kind of power is the political power? The power to govern. When you talk about political power, this power, government power, this power to govern, to regulate how the society should be. Fiscal decision, the money is given to the people. Now, if I have a house and if you build me another house, will it be useful? No. If I have a house, what I may need is a school for me myself to study. So if I already have a road and you build another road nearby, what is the use? So if I already have a road, what you may need to give me is a hospital. So that is why fiscal decentralization, that means you give the money, let the people decide what they want. You cannot say that you go and build one house, but you already have a house. So that is why we call that fiscal decentralization, so that people can develop themselves according to the requirement of themselves. So with the 73rd amendment in the Indian Constitution, okay, we all know about Panchayat. There are three types: Gram Panchayat, block level Panchayat, and Jilla Parishad. The three levels of Panchayats are there. Okay, so these are the three levels in Panchayat system. Gram Sabha is village assembly of voters. Okay, Gram Sabha is a group. It can be a discussion group when all the people of voters they come for a meeting or a discussion. What are the key features? Those who win election in the Panchayat, they hold power for 5 years. There is a reservation for ST, SC, and okay, minimum 0.33% reserved for women, and State Finance Commission and State Election Commission are responsible to regulate the Panchayat. What are the subjects? What are the things being handled by Panchayat? Panchayat के पास क्या-क्या power है? Agriculture, local infrastructure, that means maybe the market, road, or business houses, schools, Anganwadi centers, or any hospitals also. If you say in the infrastructure means anything that provides service to the people, primary education, health can be involved. Okay, so these are the things the Panchayat has been given power to do. Okay. Next. Now let's go to the 74th Amendment Act, Urban Local Body. This is for urban area. In urban area, what we saw: Nagar Panchayat, municipal corporation, municipal council, and municipal corporation. In Agartala, what do we have? In Agartala, we have municipal corporation, AMC. Okay, so that is for the urban area. So little bit smaller urban area will be municipal council, and one more will be called a Nagar Panchayat. Okay. So same process. There will be direct election. People will go and vote, and the party which win will have 5-year term. 30% is reservation for women. What is the function of urban area? Water. To give water to the people, to build roads, sanitation, health and hygiene, to keep people happy, planning and slums. There is always slums and homeless people. You need to help them. So there is also a part and parcel of urban government. And one of the things that comes with urban politics is district and metropolitan planning committee coordinate rural urban development. Some committee will be there how to develop the district, how to develop the rural area, and rural and urban area will also coordinate. Coordination will be there. So that is one thing that you can remember. So what are the challenges? We have said that these things are important, but what are the challenges that can be seen here? Gaps in distribution funds and capacity across states. In some states, there is no funds, no money. No matter how much you want to develop, but when there is no money, how will you build a hospital? Okay. So potential for strong aggressive democratic financial autonomy training improve. So the two main, how do we develop this urban area and the administration is that more financial autonomy, more money should be given to the corporation, and more training should be given so that the people are skilled enough to develop. So that is about the urban, the decentralization government. Now let us move to Unit 16, pattern of dissent and protest in state. What are the patterns of dissent and protest? कैसे protest वगैरह होता है? ठीक है, लोग गवर्नमेंट के अगेंस्ट प्रोटेस्ट करते हैं, कैसे होते हैं? We will check it. I hope it is clear till now. And if you have doubt, I urge you to ask me in the later part. So, this is the Unit 16 of our today's session, patterns of dissent and protest in states. What kind of protests and states are happening? Protest means fighting against whom? Mostly the government. हम गवर्नमेंट के अगेंस्ट क्या क्या प्रोटेस्ट करते हैं, क्या क्या क्रिटिसिज्म करते हैं, वो सब विल चेक. Dissent means disagreement, refusal to concede. I don't agree. Sometimes we say I don't agree with you. So same way when you say I don't agree with the government, this is called a dissent. Protest, public expression of dissent, rally, strike, marches, strike. We see when there's a strike, people go and stop the railroad. People go and sit in the railway track. I have seen people go and give these woods and trees on the rail track so the train cannot move. People are standing on the rail track. This is what a strike or a rallies. People are against. So these are the protests. One very example was Citizenship Amendment Bill. I think in 2019 there was huge protest. So what are these? Those are public expression of this in the public don't want it. So these are the things about protest. So what social movement sustain organized collective actions to change policy structure or norms. So what are these social movement? Social movement are just sustain. So there is a fighting against the system that it is not good. We are giving our opinion that we don't want to accept it. You please do not do it. It's a fighting against the policies. So just for example, you can see this is an example of how people are protesting. It is not only, I think, in India, it is everywhere, in every country mostly, but not in the countries where the government is very strong and has lots of autonomy. Okay, so types of movement, okay, like Ghanshyam, Shah, and others. These are just popular leaders and their impactful movements. Reforms change specific policies within the system. Okay, we want to change some policies. That is how we make change. Now, if you want, there is a very popular scheme in India, Rega, Manrega, Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Act, Rega, MGN Rega. So if you want to change, if you want the money to be paid more, what you do is protest. You can ask. There is some amount of money given to the people for working some about maximum 100 days in a year. So there's a policy. So if you don't like the policy, what you can do is protest and dissent. So this is how you can change a policy. Revolt. Challenge authority or government without full systematic change. Okay, rebellion, revolt. We challenge the government. We fight with the government. Just like this, when you throw stone, when you throw bricks, when you throw whatever is there in your hand, you just throw it at the police or the government. What is this? This is challenge. I want to challenge you. I challenge your power. I challenge your authority. So there is revolt. There is a process. Revolution. See complete overhaul of political system in order. 100% change when it is called revolution. Myanmar, there was a government. Now who is ruling? The military rule. Bangladesh, there was a government. Now who is ruling? The military rule. Complete change. It is called revolution. Okay. So what do you think? Are any revolution going to happen in the future? We don't know yet. Just like the Karl Marx also predicted about the revolution of the poor against the rich class. So these things are protest and dissent against the government system. What are the examples? Let's see is that Naxalite movement, radical left, anti-feudal, anti-state mobilization, service often use armed struggle. People with guns, banduk leke fight karte hai against the government. Why? Because mostly anti-feudal means they are against this rich people. Those who are holding the rich amount of money, they are just enjoying the life. The poor are getting no chance. And the state mobilization several state okay. So these are the things about the inequality. The poor people are very angry. Why? The opportunity is only given to the rich class. Like Chhattisgarh Mukti Morcha, workers community based movement, labor rights movement, labor. Those who are labor, there are many laborers, daily workers. They have also right. It doesn't mean that they are labor and they just have to continue working 24 hours. No, they have a right as well. So these are the things that demands have come. Okay. We can say self-determination demands for new state like autonomy, Jharkhand, Uttarakhand, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, also Northeast Punjab and Jammu and Kashmir. So more power. We always want more power. In Jharkhand, there has been some demands. In Uttarakhand, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, in Northeast, also Punjab and Jammu and Kashmir, there has been demands for more power, autonomy, new states. Okay. Like Telangana, it was created recently, is it? 2014, I think, most probably. Punjab also, there has been demand for separate state. Jammu and Kashmir also, we all know about the issue that is underlying there for some time now. Jharkhand, Uttarakhand, Chhattisgarh, these are also newly created states, is it not? Earlier, they were not the independence time. Okay, so these are the things with the new demands, new states were created. Anti-development movements. Kuching large them in project Narmada Bachao Andolan. Very, very popular. I think everybody has read it. Stress displacement, environment, sustainable development. When government try to make new project, people are displaced. अगर गवर्नमेंट कल बोलेगा कि मैं तेरा घर से रास्ता बना रहा हूँ, वो क्या करेगा? तुमको पैसा देके तुम्हारा जगह से वो रास्ता बना लेगा. So there is displacement. So that are the things sometimes people don't want to move. If I tell you to move your home from there to there, if I tell you take your house and go and stay in any other state like maybe Uttar Pradesh or maybe Maharashtra, you might find something kind of discomfort. There is a chance because you don't want to leave your homeland, your motherland. So these are the things with the new project. Sometimes people have to displace. That is why people always protest and dissent. Okay. So these are the things. So what are the state responses, democratic significance? How did the people react? Okay, so how do they find a solution? Is they talk and then negotiate. Okay, they try to solve the problem by having discussion and negotiation with the government. Okay, so this protest and all, what does it highlight is that it highlights the tension that is happening in Indian democracy as the marginalized group, those who are the minority, those who are the vulnerable group, they want to assert their right, they want to protect their right, and contest state policy, they contest against the government, that government you are doing wrong, you should not do that. So these are the reason that leads to the protest. How do they fight? Who is fighting? The marginalized group. Why do they fight? To get their rights. This is my right. Okay. So these are the things. So we have come to the conclusion part of our today's session. In conclusion, we can say that Indian politics blame formal election, vibrant-based protest, and identity-based implementation. Okay. First thing we discussed was about the election. India में election होता है, formally rules and regulations के साथ. There is a grassroots level participation and protest, and people are most of them fight based on identity-based implementation. Inclusive. How do we include people? How do we include from different communities? Is that through local governance, Panchayat Raj system, and urban governance corporations. Okay. Identity. How do people try to assert their identity? Caste, religion, language. These three are the main important things people try to bring about their identity. Okay. But sometimes due to this over extension of regionalism or any such fragmentation, the national integration is sometimes threatened. Due to these demands, the national unity is sometimes weakened. Okay. To protest vitality, movement like Naxalites, CMM, Narmada Bachao, silence, exploitation, unsustainable development. So this movement, what does it do? They fight against the system. Sometimes government or any company, they try to wipe out the forest. They do deforestation and they build their company or industry there. So what is it? It is against the environment. It is going to kill the animals who are there, their houses. How will you feel if some people come and burn your house? Do you think the planet Earth belongs only to the humans? It belongs to all the living beings. So there is a thing how it exploits the environment. Balancing act success requires equitable descent, strength, okay. So to bring the success, we need to also adopt to the and listen to the voice of the people. Those who are the local, we need to provide local power to the local communities, and we need to make equitable development. We should not make uneven development. Some people is developed, some people is not developed. We should not do that. So it is now we come to the question and answer session. Those who have question, you can ask me. Okay. And thank you. I want to thank those who are present today. The two question, give two example of decentralization. Can you answer it? I want to try from your end. The two example of decentralization is rural governance, there is Panchayat Raj system, and urban governance, that is the corporation, municipal corporation, and okay, municipal council and Nagar Panchayat. These are the two examples of urban local governance and rural local governance. 73rd and 74th Amendment Act of the Indian Constitution are the two examples of decentralization. In question number 2, what is revolution and dissent? Revolution means when people fight against the government to completely change the social structure and social system. It is called revolution. Complete change, not half change, complete change. Example, in Myanmar, when the government has changed and the new government now is the army rule. So thank you once again for attending to my lecture and the PCP session. In future, I want to connect with you more, and I hope you understood today's lesson. If there is a doubt, I will be happy to answer. Thank you. I will see you in the next class.